Yep, that was the sound of me popping a Miller Lite in my home studio on a Saturday night at 4:03 a.m. And I'm not gonna lie, you guys, this is like not really the way that I wanted to come back to y'all. I'm not gonna lie. But something tonight really made me feel like I needed to get on the mic and express how I feel for once. I think there's a huge part of having a podcast that really, I mean, it's pretty obvious, right? You like put yourself out there and people listen to what you have to say. It's a story, cool, they listen to your story. It sucks, it's good, they feel the feels, whatever, it's over. When it's your life, the story keeps going. And so there's always kind of like this, oh, well, what's next? What's next? Notion that you get from people who have heard your story. And I guess it was kind of a not forethought happening, but that my life would be made a sitcom almost, right? So there's Amanda from Huntley, is married right out of high school. Cool, that failed. But then it gets better, right? She goes off to Arizona, does undergrad, does law school. It's all great. The gay Mormon. Shit. Dead end. Good story though, right? But then what happens after? What happens when it's time to come back to reality? And your life isn't just about the crazy story that you lived. Your life is about what you're actually living. And the shit that I have experienced from like a psychological level, from a level of a human who has gone through a lot of therapy and can like take things in, not react, assess, and then react, is so profound, you guys. So let's just do a little like recap, which is probably going to be very difficult because it's been a hot fucking minute. I have been embracing, I guess, my inner townie, which is slightly difficult for me to say just because when I was growing up, I did not like that my parents were townies, that they would go to the local bars and walk down the street and come home drunk and stumble into the garage and all these things. And then guess what? You kind of end up there yourself. And at the beginning, I hated it. I was like, oh, I don't want to go to Legion. I don't want to go to Offies. What do you mean? But then there was something like quaint about it. Something familiar, something warm and homey where like you didn't get that feeling in your stomach before you were going to go out for the night, when you would walk into a bar where you don't know anybody. Because like, stupid as it may sound, like Cheers, right? Like everybody knows your name. Yes, they do. Maybe not for all the right reasons, but most everybody knows everybody, and it feels familiar and it feels good. Um, but there's drawbacks. As much as I decided to hone in and adopt the familial homeliness of like my downtown bars that I can literally walk to within 2 streets, comes like with the antidote of the people that come into these bars that are not local. And I had an experience tonight that really just like, not a lot of things like shake me to the point where I'm like, I gotta get on the fucking mic. Obviously, it's, I feel like I've actually been avoiding it for some odd reason. But tonight I felt really, 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 really obligated to talk about my experience. So tonight I went out with Ashley, and we had been at the studio all day just kind of organizing and doing all of the, get the studio ready for open house. And I was there from probably 2 p.m. to 10 p.m. I was there for a long time. We got a lot of shit done. It was great. I'm so excited for you guys to see it if you do decide to come. And I was texting with my girlfriend, who I've been friends with since 6th grade, and her husband, and they're going to come up. We kind of always, Saturday nights are like our downtown Huntley nights, and we fully adopt the towniness of our parents', predecessor nature. And so I'm like, okay. So I go there, get to the bar. It's kind of like the dive bar, and that's fine. We're cool. Also, I recently started dating somebody who is a police officer. Not very Amanda of me, I know. And also rides motorcycle. And I have also fully adopted that whole life cycle and like taken full advantage of the fact that my papa and my granny have all of the vintage Harley shit, and I'm just upcycling the fuck out of everything that they have, and it's been wonderful. It feels really good to be able to like wear a t-shirt on my back that was my papa's and that he wore, and be like with the person that I care about and be having like a really good time, and meet new people and be social. It feels safe, right? Like safety is such a thing for me. So very happy, very secure. My person has a son who's very young, and he's a very good dad, and like just watching him be a good human is uplifting, because you don't always feel like that's out there, And so to be able to like, hey, ooh, gotcha. And you're like, oh, okay, I love this for me. So he's like, I don't know what, he's got like 5 days that he has to be on shift, 12-hour days for the next 5 days. And I won't really get to see him that much, maybe if I go over to spend the night or whatever, but we've been sick. We went on a motorcycle run, and then we both got sick, and then I had to come home to mommy, and she nursed me back to health. I digress. So me and Ashley go to this dive bar, and he's getting off work, and maybe he's going to come and see me. I'm like, maybe being a little bit manipulative, like, please, you should come, blah, blah, blah. I didn't expect it, but I kind of was like, it'd be nice if he did show up, Anyways, we walk into the bar, and I think I wore like a long sleeve, extra large t-shirt and leggings or jeans or something. I was just like not in the mood to get dressed up, put my hair in a clip, don't care. And from the moment I walked in, the vibe was very like young. It's weird. In downtown Huntley, it's been very like gentrified lately. So like the bars where you feel like the young kids, and wait, what? Even saying that feels fucked up. But like the young kids, legit, like 21-year-olds, the places that you think that they won't be at, that's where they're going to be. It's like hip and cool to go to office. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on? I'm like, just leave me to my touch tunes in peace. My God. I just want to play some Treaty Oak. That's all I want to do. And sip on a Coors Light. Jackfire. That's it. But we can't have everything that we want all the time, I suppose. So the bar's fucking crowded. Like, if there's 25 seats at the bar, 25 seats are occupied, 25 people behind those 25 seats, pool table's full, back room's full, and I'm like, ugh. But I'm like, okay, it's all right. I feel the energy. Okay, cool. I'm waiting for my friends to get here. Ashley's with me. I'm good. I'm not having social anxiety yet. And I see a few faces that I recognize, and I'm like, oh, I don't know who that person is, but I know their face. Okay, cool. Bartender, what's up, girl? Love you. She's great. And then there's like a whole bar full of people I've never seen before in my life. And I'm like, okay, it's fine, whatever. So we order a drink. Takes about 25 minutes because the bartender is very, very understaffed. And there's a lot of people in there. Good for her, you know? So I finally get a beer and a shot. And the person standing next to me is like a taller dude in like a button-down golf, not even a golf polo, what would you call it? Like just fucking Scottsdale bro, short sleeve, button down all the way, button down, not even quarter. And he's like, I got your drinks. And I'm like trying to avoid eye contact. So I'm like, I don't want this conversation. I don't want it. I don't even know how to have these conversations. Mind you, so how I met the person that I'm dating right now, so funny, small world, is that my ex-husband's cousin introduced us. And my ex-cousin, well, I guess technically ex-husband's cousin is supposed to be coming to meet us at the bar. So I'm like kind of anticipating him like pulling up any moment. So I'm like not offended by the way that the guy's like kind of honing in over my shoulder, but I like kind of am a little bit. I'm like, why are you so close? Thank you for the beer and the shot. I appreciate it. You didn't have to do that. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. I don't know how many times you can say thank you, right? As a woman, when someone buys you a drink, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, now go away. I didn't ask for it. Like, it's a nice gesture. But like when you hang around, like the lingering, you know, like just the lingering, bro. And so it's like, what are you supposed to do? So like, okay, I don't just like turn and make a little bit of eye contact. I turn and like full about face and I look at this person and I'm like, hi, thanks for the drinks. I really appreciate it. Like blank, flat, nothing else. Waiting for the person to talk. Ashley's behind me. She knows how I feel. She knows my position. And he's like, hi, my name's so-and-so. You're really beautiful. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Where are you from? I'm from here. You're too pretty to be in this bar. Oh, really? Oh, you know what? Honestly, like I live in Scottsdale. I like it here. Like I came here intentionally. Like I said, I want to go to office tonight. So I don't know what you're trying to say. Oh, well, you're too pretty to be here. Thank you. Okay. So I kind of just like do the about face, turn back to Ashley, and I'm like, ugh, dude, for real? Like, what the fuck? You know, I don't want to deal with this. I don't want to deal with this. I'm like, where's the cousin? Where's the cousin? He's going to come in and save the day with a big ass on the chest, you know? Still doesn't come. But my best friend walks in with her husband. Okay, a little bit of diversion. This man, though, didn't fully like go away ever the whole night. He kind of like fucking malingered. I don't even know what the definition of that word is, but it seems right for him. Malingered, okay? Off in the corners of this dive bar the whole night. And I could tell because he was wearing a fucking like linen fucking button down polo, white. And I'm like, I see it at the corner of my eye. Like, why are you watching me? I'm watching you watching me. Stop, bro. Like, stop. It's uncomfortable, you know? I say hi to my best friend. Oh, so great. Good to see you. Hanging out with her husband. He thinks I'm good luck, so we go play some Illinois slots. Not the case. We broke even. But this guy's still like hanging out there. And I'm just like, Ashley, like, what the fuck, dude? And he comes over and I'm like, I don't, like, thank you again for the drink. I really appreciate it. But, like, I have a boyfriend. And now, like, you guys, this is kind of weird for me because I feel like thinking back, I haven't really had this experience going out and feeling, like, uncomfortable because someone was so, like, hard pressing the issue when I was with someone that I had to actually say that. So saying like I have a boyfriend to me sounds like so adolescent, but it's actually like a fact. So I'm like, I have a boyfriend. And he's like, okay. And I'm like, no, like I have a boyfriend and I'm like respectful and like again I appreciate the drink and everything, but like there's like I'm not gonna talk to you. And he's like, well, tell your boyfriend I said hi. And I was like, I feel like probably I maybe shouldn't do that. If you knew what he looked like, you would probably be saying otherwise, but okay. Well, what do you mean? And I'm like, what do you mean? What do you mean? I have a boy. I don't. I'm like, this is his bar. Like, this is where he comes. Oh, so he like rides a motorcycle? So do I. Tell him you like him, or tell him you like me better than him. I go, what the fuck is this? Like second grade? I can't. Mind you, boyfriend's not around. He's not gonna know any of this unless I tell him, which I will, but it'll be comical later. And I'm just like, how do I get this person away from me? Like, I don't know what else a woman is supposed to say besides, I have a boyfriend. I have a boyfriend again. Get the fuck away from me, you know? And then once you say that, then you're an asshole, and then it's like a whole thing. So he finally goes away, I think, after I was like, hey, I'm just trying to be respectful, you know? Like, pull the respect card. Because it's not even a card. It's like who I am, you know? And he finally, like, turns his chair around, and I don't think he really was ever, like, within one body of me again for the rest of the night, thank God. But it was just, like, really weird because I felt eyes on me the whole night, and I, like, wasn't trying to have that. Like, I went out in my papa's extra large long sleeve t-shirt and like no cleavage, like nothing. Like I looked like a box. Like it's ridiculous. The most not attractive like fishing at all. And that's kind of the vibe that I still got. Anyways, I'm hanging out with my girlfriends and we're having a good time. Take a shot, drink a beer, take a shot, drink a beer. Touch Tunes was out of control, so we didn't even attempt that. And I get sat down with a woman who is friends with one of my best friends, and she's always kind of around. And the best way that I can describe her is imagine there's someone who played softball in high school, varsity, and she's real fucking serious about it. And then imagine that person became a mom and she's real fucking serious about that. Like PTA. Put those two things together and that's this person. And like, this is just my assessment. before I have any interaction truthfully with her. I had a little bit of interaction prior, but we'll just negate that because it really doesn't mean anything. But my girlfriend seems to like her, and I think that my girlfriend has a pretty good judge of character and doesn't like let like crazies in. So, you know, sitting down with the two of them, and my girlfriend walks away. And the minute that my girlfriend walks away, this woman's face goes from like happy 50s housewife poster board to like if Dick was a woman. The eyes went completely black, and she has icy blue eyes, mind you, which we'll talk about the consistencies with that and crazy people, but the eyes went like completely black, and she's just like staring at me blankly. And I'm like, oh, so how do you know so and so? She doesn't really say much. She says something about kids and sports. And so I'm like, okay, well, let me common ground, Amanda, common ground. Okay, well, I don't have kids, so, oh, sorry, from here. No. Dead end, okay. All right. And like, do you like come to downtown Huntley a lot? I feel like I've seen you with my girlfriend a lot. It's like, yeah, we come around with them. So then I found out that her husband works with my best friend's husband. Okay, cool. Well, there's a commonality. It's a firefighter. My dad's a firefighter. So I like use that door. Oh, my dad's a firefighter. Literally rolled her eyes at me at trying to make like some sort of like connection. And I'm like, okay. Mind you, maybe I had 2 shots, maybe 3. Still same beer because I drink beer very, very slow. And I'm kind of looking at this person like I know that I'm not going to be friends with her. I can tell by her face I'm not going to be friends with her. Not because like a superficial, like I am only friends with people who look a specific way, but just the way she's looking at me, you know, like I already feel it. And she says something like, oh, I know about you. And I'm like, oh, you do? What do you know? Oh, she's like, oh, just things. Oh. But you said you didn't grow up here, right? And so, side note, I would expect people who went to Huntley High School to be like, oh yeah, that's Amanda with the podcast. It's kind of a thing these days, a little bit. It's not like I'm not trying to like chip on my shoulder or anything, but people know I have podcast. Downtown Huntley living. This is just like how it is, and I'm okay with that. But somebody who's not from here being like, oh, I know about you. Okay. Do you listen? Are you a listener? Are you an avid listener? Are you a subscriber? Do you have me on your Patreon, girlfriend? She doesn't say anything. Like nothing about, and I'm not going to say, oh, do you listen to my podcast? No. I'm going to break into jail. Are you fucking kidding me? And she's like, oh yeah, I know about you. Okay. I said, so I'm like, I'm sitting here and I'm like grasping for straws. Like, what do I fucking talk to this bitch about? It'd be like, oh, fast pitch softball. Like, what the fuck? Like, I don't fucking know. Where'd you get your fight? Dude, I could say so many mean things right now, but I won't. Because the point is that I tried every single method of common ground communication to speak to this woman who's a mother, who is friends with my best friend, like a normal human being, to be nice, to be kind, to listen to like what she had to say. And every single thing that I said was met with some sort of like disdain or negative feedback. When I said like, oh, you know, I never thought that I would be like coming to the downtown Huntley bars, but like, you know, it's kind of cool now. And I never really thought that like, you know, you move away and then you come back. She's like, well, what am I supposed to tell my daughter? And I was like, what the fuck? About what? I don't fucking know. Why are you asking me? I don't have kids. What am I supposed to tell my daughter if you're sitting here telling me that you hate it here And then other people are saying, I'm going to move away. How am I supposed to say it's a good place to live? I go, I'm sorry, but you're misunderstanding me. I moved away because I felt that way. And when I was gone, I was like, oh, nostalgia. I miss home. Came back. Wow, this is a great place to live. Did you not hear me? Still didn't hear me. I was like, it was a great like childhood growing up and going to like Huntley High School and Huntley Middle School. But then I wanted to get away. And she like dead ass is like, oh, was Huntley High School like such a big deal? Like that shit. Such a big deal. And I'm like, girl, your cubic zirconia fucking earrings in your ears are weighing me down. Okay? Shut the fuck up with your excessive LA tan use. Okay? Listen to me right now. Why are you talking to me like this? I didn't say it. That was in my brain. I didn't say it. That's all in my brain. I'm like, so I'm just like, let's pause right now. I said these words. I have never said these words out loud. I said these words. Excuse me, ma'am. I'm sensing like a little bit of hostility, and I'm not really sure where it's coming from because I feel like it's directed at me. And recalling back on the recent conversation we just had, I just don't feel like there's anything I said that should make you be this hostile to me directly. The most, I've gone to therapy for 11 years, shit you've ever heard. And she really didn't know what to say. And she kind of just like, with her fucking stupid ponytail and flyaways. Why are you talking to me like this? Like, she's like, I don't know what you're talking about. So then she started playing like this weird dumb, like deer in headlights. I don't know what's going on. And I'm like, am I in a fucking Twilight Zone? Like this fuck, like there's AC/DC playing on the speakers. All of my friends are around me. And you're going to sit here and tell me that like, you have no idea what's going on. You're directly talking at me. I felt so uncomfortable, you guys. And I was being the most direct that I have probably been ever in like a communication style because it was uncomfortable. And I was like, I don't know this person. Why are you coming at me like this? Oh, when I went to high school, bullets were flying over my fucking head, blah, blah, blah. Lo and behold, I find out she went to high school in Streamwood. Streamwood. Don't ever talk about bullets in Streamwood. Like, the audacity, like the straight audacity. So I think that my girlfriend kind of came over and saved the day because I was like, this is not going to get any better. Like, it was going nowhere. I was like, I'm a really nice person. I'm like, I don't know what you heard about me. You said you knew about me. Then you didn't tell me how you knew about me. Then you're talking to me all fucking squirrely and sideways. But I'm going to tell you right now, I'm a really nice person. Like, you can come at me with criticism, compliments, hugs, kisses, like shots, beers, like, and like, I'll arms wide open, Creed. Like, I'm here for it. I'm very, 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 like, just laissez-faire these days. Especially when it comes to meeting new people. I'm trying to be, like, more social, you know? And this is the fucking experiences that I have, I swear to God, dude. And so this woman just, like, saunters off. And my two friends come back. My best friend and her husband. And I love them, and they take my mind off of it, and it's so great, you know? But I could see this fucking lady out of my peripherals, you know? Like, just like, da, 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 like, just honing in. And I'm like, dude, I don't like her, dude. Something weird about that lady. Like, just the way she came at me was just all sort of weird. Okay, so that's one experience that I had at the bar. Not very great. I didn't love it. But I felt like I held my own. Rewind to before that moment. Before that moment, I was at the other side of the bar with Ashley. And we're sitting there, and it was before my two friends came. And I got like a tap on my shoulder, and there was this girl who was kind of sitting like directly next to us. And I had seen her when I walked in. I was like, God, I'm a face person, not a name person. I was like, her face looks so familiar, so familiar. And I was like, where do I know her from? Oh my gosh, oh my gosh. Couldn't place it. So I went on about the night. So she's tapping me. And she goes, you're Amanda, right? And I was like, yeah. And then like it all fucking came flooding back. And it was a girl that I went to high school with. And she was a year older than me. And I remember her so fucking vividly because she had so many freckles on her face and they're so beautiful. And I had freckles on my face and I hated them. And I always used to be like, she wears those freckles like she loves them. How does she do that? I remember thinking that when I was younger. And she said, oh my gosh, I remember you. And your face is so mistaking. You can't mistake your face. Like, you the same face. It's like, oh, thank you. I'm like, yeah, this fucking cheekbones. I don't know what to do about them, just making a joke, whatever. And she's like, no, you're so beautiful in school. And you're still so beautiful now. And she said such kind words to me. Unrequited, unprovoked. Saw me, recognized me, said such kind words to me. And it made me almost blush. And now, sitting back and thinking about the dichotomy of those moments, I engaged in a conversation with my girlfriend's friend because it's my girlfriend's friend, want to make her feel like comfortable, like want to like not be the crisscross arm bitch who sits in the corner and no new friends. And I was met with the most negative, like hurtful conversation that I've ever not ever experienced, but like that I've experienced in a really long time from a woman. And then in the same evening, within the same hour, right, I have such like a airy, lighthearted, complimentary, nostalgic conversation with someone who I recognized but didn't recognize, and then full circle was like, oh my gosh. And it really just like shook me to my core. And we decided to leave the bar. Cousin didn't come. By the way, you owe me. If you're listening, which I know you probably are. Cousin decided not to come, and we decided to go to the Legion, which probably was a good choice, actually. Went to Legion. It was just 4 of us, and we had a shot. And my girlfriend's husband got to play the slot machine he wanted, and he won. Super happy for him, because he always loses. And then we were going to walk back to his mom's house, and they were going to get Uber back to their place, and I was going to walk back to mine. And as we're walking, I am kind of just like, I guess I'm up ahead with husband, but best friend's back with another friend of hers who's super, super wonderful woman, super sweet. And I'm just listening to my best friend, and she has such a beautiful life, and she has 4 beautiful children and a wonderful husband who literally like would jump her bones any moment. Like, it's obvious after tonight. And I'm just listening to her talk, and I felt, I don't want to overstep. I felt a little bit like protective, I guess, because this person is such a good person, my best friend, and I just don't feel like anybody gives her the same credit, the same attention, devotion, affection that she gives all of her people. And I was just like really just like taking it in and trying not to like interject. There's a lot of points where I could have interjected, but maybe a few times I did. But I really just kind of like sunk back and like listened and helped her husband break into his mom's house because that's what we do sometimes. And then the night ended, and I walked home. It was like a block. And on the way back home, I just felt like, one, I just knew that I had to like talk because I don't like go out as a 34-year-old woman in my hometown to like a towny bar to get spoken to the way that I was spoken to tonight. And this isn't like a fucking don't come at me, but like, who the fuck are these people? Like, who taught these people how to interact with other human beings? Like, I get the alcohol, I get all of these things, but like the common decency factor of being a human is completely lost. Not on just like a one generation, millennials, Gen Z, like fuck that. Everyone has lost it. Common decency. Hi, how are you? Oh, I'm good. How are you? While yes, that's like anecdotal and it may seem superficial, this is what you do. When you don't do that, you seem crazy. And furthermore, when you don't do that and you try to like put your own spin on how you think conversations should go because, ooh, I'm just the bitch friend. I'm just the bull dyke friend of the group. I played softball all 4 years, varsity, fucking. Sorry, that's just like, that's my mean girl coming out. But if you would see her, you guys would totally agree. You don't talk to other women like this. You, as a woman, should speak to other women kindly. And if they treat you poorly because of whatever, their fucking mental illness, or because you did something that deserves that, then you engage appropriately. I don't know where the fuck these people are getting their handbooks on how to have conversations with human beings. I don't know. But, full disclosure, because this is what I do on the podcast, I'm not going to lie to you guys. I came home. I felt really sad. I was missing my boyfriend. I really wanted to see him, but he was working and he has another 12-hour shift. So, like, I'm not going to cry about it much. But I came home and I was just like, that just felt really unfair to me because I was really, really kind and I don't know what else I could have done in any of the scenarios I was in to make the scenario better feeling for me. And I haven't really talked about this much. Ooh, I don't want to cry. Fuck. But on Easter, I lost Monza. And so when anything would get difficult for me, basically for the last 8 or so years, leading up into just about now, or Easter, if I would have had a bad moment, man, there's like nothing else besides coming home to my boy. And just laying on the floor with him. And it was like, whatever the fuck just happened, whatever happened, I don't even fucking care. Right now, I feel good. I have my boy, I have my dog. Sniff his face. Kiss his face, you know? And things were significantly better after that. So I come home in this moment and it doesn't feel good. And I come home and Carrera is there. And she's such an old girl. And she looks at me all stupid. And she's like, "Hi, Mom." But she's not cuddly. And she's not my boy. And she doesn't really get me like he did. So I lay with her for a minute. And then I'm like, you know what? No. Like, gather yourself together. You have to go talk about this. And so I came upstairs and, believe it or not, since I've moved back into the house with my mom, I put together a whole office. But I hadn't put together like my audio equipment. So tonight I actually put together my audio equipment so that I could record this because it felt so distinct in like the past few months from any other experience that I've had. I don't know why. I recognize that not having Monza around to be like a band-aid or a tool to get me through hard times sucks. I don't really know how else to word that. It fucking sucks. You need to be completely full-fledged, the most transparent. I walked upstairs. My mom was sleeping. She actually told me I needed to clean the bathrooms when I got home. So I cleaned the bathroom downstairs, like all super stealth mode, quiet. And I came upstairs and I just kind of sat on my bed and I was like, God, like, I'm sad. And I went in my office and I grabbed his urn. And I like just picked it up and I like just hold it in my arms. And it's like, I'm horrible at guessing weight. It's gonna be like 20 pounds. But it feels to me like the same weight that like his head did. And Monza's head was super heavy, but whenever anything was bad, he would always put his big stupid head on you and be like, it's okay, mama. So I just like held his urn. And I cried in my bedroom. Because of this fucking bitch at a bar. And I don't know why I felt the need to talk about this, but I feel like these interactions that we have as grown-ass women, when it comes to the feeling, like how it actually makes you feel, like we're all so superficial. Think about how you're making another human being feel when you speak to them. Speak with intention. The words that come out of your mouth have the power to make someone go home and cry holding their fucking dog's urn because he's dead. You know, like, that's the most dramatic, obviously, and it was my scenario. But, like, just think about that. Like, when you say rude things, when you even say something snide or off the cuff, it's like every single word that you have has a reaction. And I have a hard time sometimes comprehending that people don't think before they talk, because as a trauma response, I very much like pause before I speak a lot of the time, but now with therapy and everything, even more so, I'm just very cognizant of what I say, because I know that you can't put the toothpaste back in the tube. And I know for one thing, there will never be a moment when I see this softball bitch woman in my life that I will ever feel anything but fucking negative disdain, just this straight up like hatred for this woman because of how she made me feel tonight. I didn't have to go out. I didn't. I could have kept working. I wanted to. And that's what I was met with. And so it's not like every single podcast episode needs to have a lesson, because I feel like if that was the case, you guys would all marry gay Mormons or something. But I do think that if you take anything from the words that I say, it's just to like be just a little bit more thoughtful and think before you speak, because you don't really know what people are going through. You don't really know what tools people have to get through hard times. And maybe they could seem like the most put together human being in the whole entire world. And their whole entire tool belt is a Great Dane with degenerative myelopathy who died on Easter, you know? Yeah. It's really fucking sad. But I'm gonna finish my bedroom Miller Lite. And I'm gonna go to bed, and tomorrow's another day. But while this may be the weirdest episode of the Dichotomy Diaries, I'm glad to be back on the mic. And season 2, you should have 3 new episodes coming within the next 7 days. So look out for that. And subscribe on YouTube and Patreon. It's free, or if you want to pay, get all the good extra juicy details. And like, comment, review, do all the fun things. And I'm gonna take my makeup off because you can't fall asleep with that shit on. Not when you're 34. Alright guys, my name's Amanda Arnier, and this is the Dichotomy Diaries. Good night.